Welcome to the Community Preservation Committee meeting held at City Council Hearing Room, One Government Center, Fall River. It's Monday, August 19th, 2024, 6 o'clock. It's our annual meeting. Pursuant to the open meeting laws, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recording and transmissions are being made whether perceived or unperceived by those present and deemed acknowledged and permissible. We'll start with roll call to my left.
Michael Farias here.
Alex Silva here.
Kristen Cantara Olivera here.
John Brandt here.
James Hornsby.
Rick Mancini here.
And we're missing Joanne Bentley. She's over in Scotland on vacation. We're missing a city council appointee, and the Parks Department, we're missing a person. Any citizen input? Okay, then we're going to move right on to financial report.
Hi, everybody.
Mrs.
For those
Altman?
who don't know you, I'm the CFO for the city.
Microphone. Thank you.
So I was asked to just come and present the close of the fiscal '24, and there was $1.8 million that was
Would you
collected.
speak into the microphone, please? Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
I don't know. I couldn't hear what you said then.
Oh, I'm sorry. So for the fiscal '24, there was $1.8 million collected in CPC money, where the surcharge and the receipts that came from the state is $1,465,000, and the state trust fund was $293,000. That's the largest portion of the CPC money that comes in. And as of right now, with the projects that closed out, there is just under $3 million sitting in fund balance. And I think everybody was provided one of the annual reports by Sandy. And I just want to say that we conservatively budget the revenues going forward, because there's been more communities that have come on to take advantage of the program as well. So then that pot of money, there's less that gets distributed to everybody. So I don't know if anybody has any questions for me.
I don't have any. The only one question I would like is our administrative cost. Could you break that out as far as what salaries, advertising, expenses like that? Is that possible?
Yes, but I think most of it is just salary. But
Yeah.
I'll get that
I know
for
we
you.
have our dues and signage
Yeah.
and stuff we do.
Yeah.
Alex?
Yep. Hi. Thanks for coming. I was just wondering if you could break down the state of the committee's bond payments and kind of what a picture of that looks like at this moment in time.
So I can get the bond payments that are CPC related. I can get you the amortization schedules. We've provided those to Sandy in the past.
Okay. But I don't know if you recollect, like, do you know if we're in kind of good position for some of them coming off soon, or?
I think we
It's
have
fine.
78,000 one getting ready to come off.
Yeah. I don't know that off the top of my head. Like, I have to look at it. I know
Okay,
there was
no,
one that
that's
was,
fine.
there was one that should be coming off after a few years. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I just had another question regarding the process by which unused CPC funds are returned to the committee or the city, or the committee, I guess. By what mechanism is that done? Is that returned through a bylaw, or can you just kind of go through the process about how?
So any of the funds that are not spent stay within the CPC fund. They don't
Mhm.
go back to the general fund.
Mhm.
So they stay within the fund balance, and that's what's making up most of your, like, right now, that's sitting in the unreserved community, the CPC fund. There's 2.6 million that was sitting as of June of '24. There's only a small amount that's left sitting in the open space fund, and the housing fund balance has 249,000. There's actually, right now, no fund balance in the historic preservation amount. So all of the money that it goes unspent stays within the CPC.
Mm-hmm. So I just want to make sure we're doing everything that's required when funding gets returned to the committee. I think we're just kind of sending them letters right now saying that there's unused funds, and if they've gone past its expiration date, it'll be returned to the committee. And I just want to make sure all the mechanisms that are required for that to be, unallocated, I guess, are in place and being followed.
Okay, so none of the money actually leaves unless it gets spent.
Mhm.
So the other projects, if they don't spend it all, it never actually left
Okay.
the CPC fund. And what happens is we close out the budget and
Okay.
don't allow it to be spent.
So in your opinion, does the letters that we send out suffice, or like, I just want to make sure we're
So
not
once the
leaving
letters
anything-
go out and then we have a meeting with Sandy, we go through it and we close out those projects and then they just remain in your fund balance.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yeah, we just did that a month ago, right?
Mhm.
About, yeah.
What was that balance again in the housing fund?
249,190.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, I heard that one.
Great. No other further questions?
Yeah, I thought that was supposed to be higher, actually, from this past year's, I guess, or allotment for it. Is that up to date for FY 20? I was under the impression it was gonna be 400,000 after FY 24, or something around there.
I can check on what the appropriation for, are you thinking
Yeah,
the
we-
25 and adding the
Oh,
25?
yeah, maybe it was FY 25, because there wasn't any projects awarded in the community housing category, so 10% of the funds had to go over to that, and I think it added to around 400.
So I would check on
Okay.
that, but I think you might be including fiscal 25 in
Okay,
with the
so that's-
24.
24, okay.
Could you let us know?
Yeah.
I mean, somehow with an email or whatever it is, because I quoted the 400,000 figure to someone and I was wrong. I may be wrong.
Yeah, she's just giving me end of 24, end of 25 is not.
Fiscal
done,
year.
So, yeah, fiscal year, so.
I didn't understand
We
that.
didn't spend any in housing, so that money will go to the 249 part, which brings it up to almost 4.
Oh, so it is 400,000.
No, I don't, off the top of my head, I don't know what the appropriation was that you appropriated for housing. Did
Yeah.
you add another 200,000 this year?
Yeah, I think it comes
Close
up.
to it, yeah.
So
Okay,
over-
so then if you added the appropriation of another 200, and then you have this from June of '24 left over, you will, by the time you get it to the end of June of '25, as long as you don't spend any of it, you'll have around 400,000. But you don't have 400, there's not 400,000 of cash sitting there just yet, because the money has to come in over the whole year.
Oh, okay, so you're counting the other extra monies. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm new on the commission, and I really, this is something I just don't,
Okay.
have not learned
That's not a
about yet.
problem.
Maybe I can,
Just a quick question. Where are the funds actually allocated to? Are they into like a high-yield savings account? I'm assuming they're all liquid, but is there, it seems like it stays in there for a long period of time until
So-
it gets used.
The funds, it's my understanding, they're not in a separate account, because what happens is, as you're allocating funds for your
Mhm.
fiscal '25, the city will front the cash on a lot of projects,
Okay.
depending, so the
They
money,
get reimbursed.
but all of our money, we have done this across, all of our accounts,
Okay.
is we've negotiated with the banks, so we are getting like the highest interest rates possible, so
Sure.
they're over 4, and some of them are in 5%.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, we
That's-
do,
yeah.
Nice.
we have interest coming in every year.
Yeah.
No, that's what I wanted to.
Just you go on the CPC website
Yeah,
and click, it'll show you the amount of money coming in,
and the interest.
that over the
Okay.
years.
oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
And then we will if any of that is sitting in it, we do prorate it back to the right funds,
Okay,
so,
sounds good.
okay.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
thanks.
Nice meeting everybody.
Okay,
You
have a
too.
good night.
Good evening.
Enjoy it, yeah.
Next is a letter from the chair. Let me take this opportunity to thank each and everyone who continued support and commitment to the Community Preservation Committee. Serving on this committee as though your hard work and dedication helping to make the community a better place. I'd like to personally extend my gratitude to each and every one of the CPC members and efforts in the coming together and accomplishing the work in a timely, thoughtful, and effective manner. It is through all of our hard work, and it's helped the community preserve open space, historic sites, create affordable housing, develop outdoor recreational facilities. The committee has funded over 100 projects that include historic preservation, open space, recreation, community housing, and made a real difference in improving Fall River parks, restoring, preserving our historic buildings, assets, protecting, preserving our precious open space, and creating affordable housing. Although 2024 was a challenging year with funding, this committee was still able to recommend 8 projects to the City Council for funding. Our involvement on this committee is an example of the value that we can contribute an incredible, unique opportunity of giving back to the community. I look forward to working with the committee and our community partners in the next year FY '26 funding. And I also forgot to put in there, I would like to, a special thank you to the taxpayers of Fall River. With your hard work, we've been able to fund 100 projects, which is close to 13 million, going back into the city to help it rebuild, preserve, create more open space. So thank you. Without you, we couldn't do this. Let's see. Next, we move on to election of officers. What do we normally start with, the clerk or the chair?
I think Chair.
Do we have a nominations for chair?
I'd like to nominate John Brandt
Second.
for Chair.
Any others?
Yes.
Uh,
Jim Horns.
Okay, vote on that?
Yes.
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 Thank you very much. I look forward to the upcoming year. Vice chair, I'd like to nominate Chris Olivera.
I'll second.
Yes.
Roll call?
Yes.
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 Rick Mancini, yes.
And then clerk?
I would like to nominate Alex Silva.
I'll second that.
I couldn't hear.
Alex
Alex
Sylvia,
Silva.
clerk.
Fine.
Chris made the motion.
It's just a question. I thought she was,
She's
Sandy
the
was.
administrative assistant. She's like keeps us, all of us going.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she does the minutes? Or the
She
clerk does the minutes?
Well, she normally does it.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
So roll
Michael
call?
Ferris says yes.
Just checking. I'm learning.
Chris?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay with that, Alex?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Alrighty, can I have a motion to close out the annual meeting?
I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call?
Michael Ferris, yes.
Alex Silva, yes.
Kristen Cantara Oliveri, yes.
John Brandt, yes?
James Hornsby, yes.
Rick Mancini, yes.